Welcome to the COMC High School Basketball Coaches Show, brought to you by the great folks at Central Ozarks Medical Center, where your health is their mission. Also brought to you by Slumberland at the Lake, our veterinary, and Surdike Yamaha. Now, we show this Coaches Show 3 times a day here early in the season at 10:02, 2:02, and 6:02, and we've got a different coach or coaches joining us at those different times. Right now we've got the gentleman from Climax Springs. How are you guys?
Doing well,
Good.
thank you.
Good. Thanks, coaches, for coming by. So we've got boys coach, James Butterfield, girls coach, Josh Griffith. And you guys, Climax Springs, a lot of people don't know it, but Climax Springs has a pretty good tradition of basketball over there. Not a big community, but some pretty good hoops that have been played over the years.
Yeah, over the years, we've had some good teams. The girls have been to the Final Four a couple times. The boys have been pretty good, yeah.
Not too bad, okay. So the season early on, you're both off to slow starts this year, but what are you looking at? Is this a rebuilding year for your girls, or you have some talent that might come around?
We're pretty young, but we have some talent I think that's going to come up. We lost 2 seniors that made up 50% of our offense, so we're young. No seniors returning. I do have a foreign exchange senior, but she's never played before. So we're young. We start 2 juniors, 2 sophomores, and a freshman. So we're pretty young, but I think our outlook's good. There's a lot of room for growth.
Right. Well, that's good for the future. You got
Yes.
so much youth there. How do you play somebody who's never played the game before? That's got to be tough.
Just teach them the basics.
Wow.
Teach them the rules. She's a good kid. She enjoys it. So
Nice.
it's been a good experience so
Boy,
far.
that would be. See, that's why I could never be a coach, man. I'd lose patience like that, you know. So how about the boys this year? How are the boys looking? What you have some talent to work with?
So we have some talent to work with. We graduated 5 seniors, 4 starters, pretty excellent class. Been really good for Climax, for the boys program. But we have 2 or 3 kids that are pretty good, and we're really young. Like Coach, I have I don't know, probably 6 or 7 kids that have never played, but pretty good athletes. Some kids that moved in from Mississippi and a couple moved in from Colorado. Good athletes, good kids. They're easy to work with when they're good kids. So,
yeah, that helps.
But yeah, I mean, we are a little better than people thought we were going to be, so we'll be all right. It's going to take us a little while.
Good, okay. So last year, I think the boys were 17-8.
Yeah.
You guys had a really good season last year. Girls 11-14, so you had a kind of a tough year last year, and just kind of looking to build on that. Who are the players for the girls that is kind of going to be your leader this year? Who are you looking at?
So we got 2. We have a junior, Ava Wolf. This is her. She'll be a 3-year starter. She's been starting as a freshman. I expect her to contribute quite a bit. And then sophomore Daphne Butterfield, coach's daughter, contributed quite a bit last year. She was our leading rebounder, and I look for her to step up her scoring. And then we have another junior, Presley Townsend, that I'm looking to get a lot out of as well. So.
Okay. So you got a coach's daughter there.
Yeah. Well, it goes back and forth because I have 2 of his sons that play for me.
Really?
So yeah, Josh Griffith is our lone returning starter, Coach's oldest son, real good shooter, knockdown shooter. And then his other son's a sophomore, and he's our 5th, 6th guy. He's a pretty nice player. He's coming along really well. And then I start a freshman part-time. Yeah. They kind of go back and forth. So we have some young kids that can play, and then we've got Johnny McCartney's another kid that had came off the bench for me last year at the varsity level. He's a nice player. So yeah, we share each other's kids and all the problems that come with that. So, yeah.
But you know what, though? A coach's kid, I mean, there's just something special about that because they grow up around Coach, I mean, right? And so usually those kids are pretty good.
Yeah, well, his oldest boy is the coach's son, and then we have the 2 that are the same age, and they're a pain. But we love them, though, right? They're both. My daughter and his son, both sophomores, they're talented kids.
Yeah. Nice.
So, all joking aside, they'll be fine.
Yeah, and again, that's great for the future, man. That's really
for sure.
So, what conference are you guys in?
We're currently not in a conference.
Okay.
Yeah, we're independent.
So you're kind of independent. So you kind of pick and choose where you're going to play. Is that hard, or is it easy to fill a schedule?
I wouldn't say it's easy to fill the schedule. It takes a lot of legwork, but there's always games. There's always schools looking for games. So
Right.
we added some new schools to our schedule this year. We're excited about. We're playing some that we haven't played before. We're going to travel down to Sheldon. We got Lincoln coming in December to play. So some newer schools that we're going to play this year.
Do you want to be in a conference, or do you like to be independent?
My overall goal is to get into a conference.
Okay,
Yep, that's
cool.
our-
And you are, along with being the girls' coach, you're also the athletic director.
Correct.
So you're in charge of all that scheduling and
Correct.
stuff, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
this is my first year as AD, but yes.
Okay.
Yep.
So now, is that? I'm guessing that's a pretty hard job of scheduling and keeping track of all that. Can't be easy.
Well, it takes some time every day, but it's what I love to do. I love to do those kind of things, so I enjoy that part of it.
Well, and you're living in paradise, right? In Climax Springs.
Right.
My goodness.
Yes.
Okay, so we're getting to know more about the Climax Springs girls and boys programs with Coach Griffith, Coach Butterfield. We'll have more on the COMC High School Basketball Coaches Show right after this. At COMC, your health is our mission. Central Ozarks Medical Center is growing in our community with a new dental location to serve you in Eldon and a new location in Lorry. COMC also makes your children a priority with a mobile dental unit serving schools in rural areas where access can be a challenge. COMC also offers OBGYN, sports medicine, pediatric, and behavioral health care. Get more info on how COMC can help you at centralozarks.org. COMC, where your health is our mission.
Hey everyone, Darryl Cunningham with Slumberland Furniture at the Lake. The holiday weekend's over, but we're still celebrating here at Slumberland. Come check out the big savings in every department. Mattresses, living room, dining room, we've got it all on sale for a great price. Come see us at Slumberland Furniture at the Lake, where we're bringing happy home.
Your furry friends are more than pets, they're family, and at our veterinary, we understand that. With multiple locations, we can service your pets when and where you need it. Our team of professionals offer routine wellness, orthopedic care from broken bones to joint repair, and even emergency services. We are ready to welcome your pet to our family with medical or preventative care. Our veterinary, with 6 convenient locations, the team providing exceptional care for your pet when and where you need it.
Visit Surdak Yamaha at Lake of the Ozarks, 50 years strong.
If you love the lake, you gotta love Lake TV. Welcome back to the COMC High School Basketball Coaches Show. Special shout out to Firefly Valley Farms for providing our coffee for the Coaches Show today. That always helps. Now, you guys being in ultimate physical condition, do you drink coffee?
I do not drink coffee.
I don't either.
Okay.
Never
Wow.
have.
Do you drink like pop or something like that? Where do you get your caffeine?
Well, A&W root beer is what I drink.
I don't do any
don't you love
caffeine.
that?
No caffeine for me.
No caffeine. There's the healthiest dude on the planet right over there.
It's the one healthy thing.
So Climax Springs doesn't play football, right? So does that put more pressure on the basketball? Because that's kind of the big sport at the school.
So I went to Climax Springs. I graduated from there. Basketball is just everything that we do.
Yeah.
I mean, it's what we do. So I don't know that it adds pressure, but I mean, people are looking for the fall and the winter to be a fun time for them. They expect you to compete.
Yeah.
At the very least, they want us to come out and compete every year. So.
And I mean, and I've talked to friends that live in Climax Springs that aren't basketball fans. They go to the basketball games because it's part of what you do in Climax Springs.
Right.
Right.
100%.
That is so cool. All right. So you went to Climax
I did.
Springs.
Yep. Graduated there in '96.
How special is it to be the head basketball coach?
It's been a fun ride. I wouldn't coach anywhere else. Yeah, I'm not a lifetime coach where I'm going to move around. We were really good when I started. We went through some lean years. We got good again. It's all good.
Right.
You know, these are the kids that the guys that I went to school with. It's their kids now, and then so I've enjoyed that.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
A very cool thing. How about you, Coach Josh? Did you grow up in Climax Springs?
I did not. I actually grew up in Central Illinois.
I'm sorry, that's too bad.
Well, it took me a long time to get down here, but I'm retired Army, so stationed at Fort Leonard Wood, and this is kind of where we wanted to be. And the lake has its draws, so that's where we ended up. This is my second year here at Climax. Year 15 coaching basketball, throughout my life, but second at the varsity level.
Okay, where were you at before you came to Climax?
I was at Knoxville High School, which is up in Central Illinois.
Okay, again, good to get out of Illinois,
Yes.
that's for sure. You guys both basketball players growing up?
Yes.
Okay. What is it about basketball that makes you love it so much? What is it about that sport?
I would just say the up and the down. There's a lot of, it's competitive. There's no slow time. You're always doing something. You're either on offense, you're on defense, you're trying to get a rebound, you're trying to do something, but yet it's still a team sport. So it's a constant, and I'm a constant type of person.
Yeah, how about you, Coach Butterfield?
Well, I think one of the things I enjoy about it is no matter what your physical gifts are, in basketball you can compete. If your heart's big enough, your effort's big enough, and you're willing to listen and learn a little bit, you can compete. Even with guys that have been touched a little bit more athletically. Baseball's a little different. If a guy's throwing 95, you might not be able to hit him. Basketball, hey, I can learn to play defense and block out and rebound and do those things no matter what my gifts are.
Yeah.
And I like that. David always has a chance. One of those things. So that's
against
what I enjoy.
Goliath.
That's
right.
right. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
You always got a shot.
And there's plenty of those Goliaths out
Absolutely.
there.
I mean, coming from a small school, it's just the way it is.
Yeah.
Even last year, we were really good. We played a tough schedule. We win in probably half our games. We're the underdog. Because we're such a small school. But you just outwork somebody, you can still compete.
Absolutely. So what kind of games, what style of game do you have the girls play? Is it a up and down thing, or you try to slow it down?
We like to press a little bit. This year we're still figuring out what our identity is. In the past, I like to get up and down the floor. I like to be in transition quite a bit. I'm not sure that's going to fit this group, but I think every group has its fit, and we're going to try to figure out what that is for our young team.
But that's what makes a good coach, is not trying to make them fit into your mold, is trying to figure out kind of what they do and figure it out. Yeah. How about the boys? What's your style? So
the last 4 years, we've kind of flown up and down the floor. We were little and fast. I mean fast. Now we're not. We're still figuring it out. We shoot it a lot better than we have in the past, so we're going to work the ball and get a good shot. Yeah. We pressed all over the floor and did things like that. I like to be opportunistically fast. Yeah. I don't want to turn the ball over because we want to go faster than you. I don't want to take a bad shot because we're faster than you. So we've adjusted a little bit, and again, just like Coach, whatever the kids I have will kind of dictate what we can do. Yeah. So we'll slow down quite a bit this year and try to make sure we get a good shot.
Get some shots this year.
Yeah, we can shoot a little bit better than we could before. So.
Might have some Steph Currys on that.
I've got some kids that can shoot it. His boys can shoot it.
There you go. Absolutely. Okay, so final seconds here. We're in the holiday season, so what's your favorite Christmas song?
We wish you a Merry Christmas.
Really?
I
Okay.
think so, yeah.
Those are easy lyrics to remember.
Easy to
right?
remember. Simple.
How about you, Coach?
I have no idea.
Oh, come on.
Frosty the Snowman. I like them all.
Did you guys watch those Christmas specials growing up?
All the
Absolutely.
time. I still do.
Yeah.
I still do.
What's your favorite one? Is it like Rudolph?
Rudolph's my favorite.
Yeah?
Rudolph.
Yeah, I would say the same. 100%.
That was greatness, man.
Yeah, it was.
Absolutely. Hey, there's another good song, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Yeah, there you go.
So should we break into song here?
You're going to be alone on that one.
So there you go. The coaches from Climax Springs. It's James Butterfield, head coach of the boys, and Josh Griffith, head coach of the girls and the activities director. Guys, good luck this season. Thank you so much for coming by.
Thank you for having us on.
All right. And thank you for joining us for the COMC High School Basketball Coaches Show.